the big red one. Hello.
Hi.
Heck.
Oh,
Heck.
Nailed it.
Well, the nerves kicked in. They took over. I'll tell more college math stories.
Okay, how about that? Yep. Yeah, that's what happens when you mess with settings right before the show, and then a friend and person you admire greatly shows up in the chat. And perfect, just chef's kiss of timing. Hi, good morning. My name is Jason. The show is It's Probably Okay. The channel is, and we are playing a Star Wars game called Silence in the Force, where we took the game I made, Demigods, and broke it all to heck, and are just calling it Star Wars. So there it is. But I'm not running this show. Our friend Blythe Kala 93, the formal, in the formal sense, is our GM. Blythe, what is happening, and how did we get here?
Well, you invited us and sent us a Zoom link, and that's how we got here. It's pretty straightforward, really.
Yep.
Hi, everybody. I am GMing Star Wars Silence in the Force, and I am so excited. I have no idea what my players are going to do. I have no idea what y'all are going to do any week, and it's been amazing, and I'm kind of sad we only have 2 episodes left. But also, I look forward to sleeping in on a Saturday again. So,
What's sleeping in?
I think it's where you sleep past 9.
I don't understand. Go ahead, continue.
People do that?
I woke up at 7:30 with no assistance.
Jesus Christ! I don't.
I mean,
know.
I woke up at 7:30 because Frida decided to lick my throat again, which is a precursor to her attempting to eat me.
Of course.
Yep.
I woke up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. So
We are all old.
Aw.
I mean, I know who that is, but I don't understand what it would be to feel like.
no one? Kesha, TikTok?
No, I got it. Woke
Thank
up
you,
in the morning
Blythe.
feeling like P. Diddy.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I've never been on a TikTok.
I know.
Wait. I think he means the song.
Yes.
I remember. I am now recalling that there was a popular song with the youths several years ago.
You all hurt me.
By I believe Kesha with there's a $sign jammed in there somewhere.
Oh, you mean Key Dollar Ha?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. I love Key Dollar Ha.
I think if Joey could melt, he would.
We don't.
It's fine. The older y'all look, the younger I look.
I know. I'm the worst. That's fine.
Honestly, it's true because the first time TikTok came out, I was so confused because it's spelled the same.
I
was like, what are the youths? Are the youths suddenly very into Kesha? Like, I approve if they are, but like, are they? And they were like, it's an app. And I was like, oh, well, there's my first time out of touch with the kids moment.
Wow. I feel so old because I still only understood like 4 words in that sentence. So.
Well, now
Hey,
that
I don't attempt to say that I'm in touch with anything, but like, maybe I just spend a lot more time on the internet than y'all do.
I mean, now I know what TikTok is, but when it first came out, I was so confused. All right, now that we've all established that we are old and out of touch with Gen Z, let's go around and meet our wonderful players, starting with Jay.
Hi, y'all. Jay here, playing everyone's favorite, fan favorite, crowd favorite, show favorite, easy to get along, easy to love, Twi'lek, Trash Penta, who is just the best.
I love Trash. I love him so much. All right. Huda.
La Hello, I'm Pooja. I am playing Kira Ren of the Ren family, the Mandalorian, and twin sister of one of the other members of this party. Can't imagine who that would be.
No idea. Joey. who
Hey
you
guys, I'm Joey, and I thought Jason putting us on mute was kind of a very meta thing for Silence in the Force. I guess I was wrong, but consider it. Anyway, I'm playing Shiomark, the Jedi Knight, who is not the twin of Kira, because I'm not a Mandalorian. I am an Achani battle master who likes hitting things with a lightsaber and being awesome at that. And also the master to the last person in our party who's going to say something now so I can stop talking.
Hey, Jason.
Sorry, Joey, did you want to say more?
No. I mean, I could, but this isn't my tech. I'm going to stop. Go away.
Hi, I'm Jason. I'm playing Kieran Ren, also the Umbaran twin brother to Kira Ren. We are descended from Sabine Ren, which I think Pooja said. I was, until recently, a Force-using Padawan, which, well, spoiler, I guess, if you're watching episode 11, and, well, I don't know what to tell you. Here comes the spoiler. I can't use the Force anymore. But it turned out that the Jedi Temple still wants me around. And so I am still Master Shiomark's Padawan. And however, my original appellation of being a very nerdy, studious Mandalorian earned me the title the Mandobrarian. And that still fits, even if I can't use the Force, because I'm culturally Mandalorian, scholarly Jedi, and really, I just want to hold up the organizational techniques of the great Jocasta Nu, and there is only one system. The Nui decimal system is the only one I will stand by, and I will not be taking any questions at this time. Thank you, and good day.
Some days I regret letting you do this, and then I'm like, nope, it's canon. Nui decimal system is so canon. All right, everybody. Who wants to get a thread for doing the recap for last week?
I can, I think. So, let's go character by character. Trash set up a meet and greet with Kagatha's people to transfer the Mandalorian he captured at her behest for a bounty, and he managed to negotiate getting his armor instead of a payment, so he can sell that to Reyes. I remembered his name, for a nice chunk of change. Kira and Kieran got some training in where they talked about their feelings and how they both were trying so hard to protect each other, they didn't realize that they could protect themselves. And it was really, really sweet and adorable. And then we all met up with Solana after Master Shio tried to get more information about Trash being on Nar Shaddaa, which he wasn't, and fixed the terminal really, really well. It was a lot of duct tape. And I met with Master Solana and found out that Trash was back on Breldune to meet with Kagatha the Hutt. And we decided that we were going to go there alone to try to convince him one more time to do the right thing and return all the artifacts he didn't give. He didn't technically steal them because they were never in the possession of the Jedi, but didn't give them to the Jedi like he was supposed to. And also get back Kieran's armor. We confronted Trash about it. He was actually very, very cool about giving all the stuff back. Took some convincing to get him to come back to the Jedi Temple to at least, hey, let's talk it out. If you want to keep working with us, we love you and we want you to be here. We're your friend. You're our friend. But if you decided you don't want to do this anymore, just come back with us. Maybe we can give you some kind of cash reward for the items that we found to help give you some seed money and go on your merry. We got back to the Jedi Temple on Breldune and discovered that it had been invaded by a bunch of the cult Force users or lack of Force users, and they had Master Solana in tow. So I'm sure that's going to go fine, and I'm not worried about a giant fight or anything because I'm really excited about it.
I feel like you missed a whole big chunk there where you contacted Reyes.
Oh
And
yeah,
there was text plus subtext.
that's also correct. Thank you for reminding me about that. Yeah,
Just
so
saying, like it's like the most important part.
I forgot. I was so concerned when I do recaps. I'm so concerned about not making them all about me that I usually leave big chunks of me out. Yeah, so I contacted Reyes to try to find information on Trash, and he let me know that Trash was on Coruscant recently, and there was some text and subtext and super text, if we're going to be completely honest. And I might have promised to do Reyes a favor in exchange for some information. I don't know what that favor involves, but hey, I'm open to a lot of stuff, so we'll see what happens.
All right, and I also feel like there was a whole plot point about a Mandalorian that missed.
Oh my god, I am the worst at this. So I had that in the back of my head too, like bring up the Mandalorian, and I forgot.
Mandalorian.
The abs.
So the Mandalorian that Trash found and brought to Kagatha is a Kryze. He's a member of the former royal family of the Mandalorians, and now is still a pretty predominant ruling family in their government. As Blythe described him, and is permanently burned in my memory as a Prince Harry type. And that's just he was
I can remember the name of.
It was a perfect analogy for the character you created. It is exactly Prince Harry. Prince Harry, who also like with a bit of Indiana Jones, because he went and stole Mandalorian artifacts from Kagatha because she wouldn't sell them or give them back as they belong to the Mandalorians, and he got caught by Trash, and so now he's in the custody of Kagatha, and that's something we're probably going to figure out because we should rescue him because he deserves to be rescued by me, and then he can thank me in any way he sees fit.
So he's like a reverse Indiana Jones because rather than going and stealing artifacts from the cultures that they belong to, he was taking them back.
Yes.
Well, hold on. We're still not entirely sure of all of the details about what went down there, and I would also like to note I caught him twice.
Okay.
I just would like that to be recorded for future reference.
As a public service announcement, I do want to just remind everyone to properly stretch, drink water, and be rested before ever attempting a reverse Indiana Jones. Your health is more important to anyone here. We do not mean to be glib about that. Okay? So, thank you. We care about you.
Also, he has like the hotness and suaveness of Indiana Jones, but also is a little bit of a rebel prince.
But also the hotness and the suaveness of Prince Harry.
I don't know.
Which is a lot. That is a lot.
That's
charming.
Girl.
Let me tell you, marriage brought out the best in that guy. I kind of completely forget that time he dressed up as a Nazi.
Yeah, there were
There were some rough times.
See, this is the thing, is I genuinely just picked the only prince in the world that I could remember the name of that had like a weird history, and I was like, yeah, that one's probably accurate.
You rolled boxcars on that reference. It was perfect.
Like, I don't know anything about the English royal family. It's great. He is also a ginger, but like a hotter ginger. Yeah. This is my Kryze, who you didn't learn the name of, but he does have a name.
Do we need it?
I mean,
Abs McGee.
I mean, I might eventually, but
is it really necessary though?
Is it though? Yeah.
It depends. Like, is it a one? We're not going to get into it. We're not. We're going to put a pin in it. We're going to put a pin in it.
All right. So you have arrived at the temple. And you see the cult kind of all hanging out outside. They are lined up, all wearing their robes, and they all have Cullen crystal blades, and they are basically hauling Jedi out of the temple. And you see the person who you can assume is their leader questioning Solana. You have not been noticed by them. I'm gonna give you this. So you have a few options. You can direct assault if you really want to. You can try to stealth around, see what they're doing, where they're taking people. You can, like you have a few different options here, but they have not seen you yet, and that is the important thing. So I want to know how you, as a crew who's just reunited, wants to handle this situation. But there are lots of them.
I would like to shoot.
Would like to shoot.
How many is lots? Just give me like a rough number.
I mean, you can see on the outside about 20 to 25 plus big bad evil person. And then you see more people coming in and out. So you can assume there is more than what you see, but outside you see about 25-ish. And then
how many Jedi type people do we see outside?
You see Solana, you see Callum. You see some of the Padawans being ushered out as well.
Oh, not the Padawans. Not the younglings.
Yeah, they're gonna get the younglings too. You see about, I want to say you see about 15.
Do we see any of the weirdos from the dark side study group?
Yeah, you see some of the scientists and doctors, but you don't see Alista, and you don't see most of them. You see like 2 people from that area, meaning they probably left that area, because that area is hard to find, as you recall.
I'm assuming we don't see anything that looks like the mechanism that they used to take Kieran's force power.
No, you do not see that. You do see some Temple Guardians as well that have been taken down. So
also, just to clarify, because I was multitasking here, sorry. We're coming back in our ship.
Mm-hmm.
Trash is flying us in.
Mm-hmm.
And we're coming into the landing pad, and there's all these people in robes.
Since your specific landing pad is outside of the temple, you are coming... Basically, you're coming up at the temple, and it would be like you have to kind of go off a little and then land, because y'all aren't allowed to land at the temple anymore.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I remember that.
Yep.
Exceptions may be made now in the time of need, but you are basically passing the temple, and you see all of this happening. You are arriving.
See, I thought that we had already landed and we were walking over, but if we're still in the ship, I mean, I still want to shoot, but maybe differently.
If you already land, we can make it that you've already landed. I hadn't had you land yet.
That's fine. We can still be in the air, but
Oh, that's good. So yeah, if we're still in the air
is good.
What did you say, Pooja?
I said in the air is good.
Yeah. Maybe we have similar ideas. But I was thinking, like maybe we're like looking over the back of the pilot seat of like, oh, that's not good.
Yeah, and you see them kind of boarding the Jedi onto other transport ships.
Oh, like they've captured the Jedi, right? They're like tied up.
People are captured and tied up, and some are knocked out, and they're all being kind of boarded onto a ship.
Okay, cool.
Does that some urgency?
A little bit of urgency.
Okay. So, I think, I think Kieran says, all right, I think we're going to have to use so look, there's too much. Jocasta had to organize a bunch of stuff at once, and they split up to do it, to make it work.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kira and I need to step out now and hit this from multiple angles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If we go around the sides, Kieran can disable the transport. We need to make sure that they do not get off the ground with any of our people.
Mm-hmm.
I can create an opening for some of the Jedi, possibly the Jedi Guardians, to fight back.
Yep.
And then y'all come in from the front
Works
or
for
back.
me.
I mean,
Works
it's probably better if we came in from the back, but whatever. Sides and another side.
Yeah.
Pretend it's a rectangle.
I mean, does it help you if you need a distraction? We can come in the front, blasting away.
I mean,
Don't
having
want you to
another
die.
Jedi come in from the front to draw their attention might be a good idea. That gives you and Kieran the opportunity to disable their ship. Let them come and try to face us, and that'll draw them completely away from you.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep. All right.
Kira, if we drop out of the back and eat some jet exhaust, it should hide us exiting the ship.
Oh, remind me to add that new filter to your helmet next time.
Oh, yeah, I'll just hold my breath.
All right, so Kira and Kieran are going to are basically going to come in at an angle and stealth around. Where Shio is going to come in at a distraction, and is Trash going with Shio or is Trash?
Yeah, we're going in the front.
Okay. Cool. Just making sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, who's going first?
I think me and Trash are.
Okay. Are you just walking? What is? How are you approaching this?
Yeah, let's set the ship down. So we zoom around, drop off Kieran and then Kira, and then I say let's just set the ship down in the front, and walk out all badass style.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you going to engage, or are you just going to walk up and talk? Like, are you going to try to are you running in lightsabers ablazing?
No, I think we're gonna walk in and talk, because walking in and talking is gonna take more time, and give Kira and Kieran a better chance to get their mission done.
Or we could just start shooting.
Oh, believe me, we're gonna start shooting, but I want to give Kira and Kieran as much time as possible. If they think that we're here to talk, we might be able to get them monologuing.
Okay.
I like
All
it.
right. You land. You're able to drop Kieran and Kira off at the landing pad, and you're able to come around without much notice.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty focused on what's going on inside the temple, not really what's going on at the landing pads. You walk up to the front of the temple. The Sith-like figure is kind of directing members to keep boarding to the ship and standing guard. What do you say?
Well, I'm going to exit the ship, walk up towards the Sith, pull my hood back, and say, "Hello there." Because this is what you do.
This person doesn't know your name, so I can't respond.
I know, and it drives you nuts.
It does, especially as I'm wearing my Kenobi shirt. Oh, General Kenobi. Okay, I had to get that on my system.
Mm-hmm.
They turn, and they are very tall. Like, the closer you get, you realize they're a pretty tall person. They have a pretty good, strong build too. Like, they're not like a thin wayfish Sith. They're like pretty beefy and tall, and like Gwendolyn Christie, but more buff.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Ish. Or yeah. So they're tall and buff and definitely imposing. And they kind of turn and they're like, they motion for their cult members to start coming over, and they are going to use the Force basically on you to hold you in place.
Cute. I would like to resist that, please.
Yes. Roll me some metal.
Metal? You sure? Not prowess? Definitely metal?
Unless you have a move that applies here, it's under stress. So metal is how I see this.
Can I use my practical tactical brilliance as I'm walking up?
Sure.
Okay. So it's 2d6 plus prowess to gain some holds.
All right.
All right, that's a 9. So I get to hold 2.
Okay.
I am going to. Okay, that's good. It doesn't affect this roll. I thought it would, but at least I have those 2 holds to use at a later date.
Yep.
Okay. I don't think I have anything. Actually,
How are you resisting? So they basically put their hand up to hold you in place. Are you going to use the force back? Are you going to resist? Like how are you resisting? And I might change it.
This is a mistake, and I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to look at the Sith leader and say, there's no reason to bring your lackeys into this. This is between you and me. And I'd like to use to the death.
All right.
Challenge someone to a duel. If they accept, you will fight one-on-one until one of you surrenders, dies, or someone interferes with the fight.
Okay. Okay. Go for it. To the death.
To the death. There's no roll. I mean, I guess I'll just smite my enemy.
Yes.
Okay.
No,
So they
to the pain.
You say this, and you just get like a chuckle. You just get a laugh, and they go, stop their lackeys from coming over, and pull out 2 sabers.
Okay.
Ignite them. They are both red. I know, shocking. One is slightly shorter and one is slightly longer. So
Of
they are
course. Shoto saber. I dig it.
Yep.
I am going to slip into the ready position for Soresu.
Okay.
And prepare for this duel.
Also, there are 6 spins in this moment. Like they let them out and do the spins.
Of course, you gotta spin them out. All right, that is an 8 plus my prowess, which is 2, which is 10. Haha.
Okay.
So smite my enemies. On a 10 plus, I can choose 3. Let's do protect yourself.
Okay.
Make an opening. And I want the opening, if it's possible, to be for Kira and or Kieran. I'm basically trying to do as much flourish and like lightsabery stuff as possible to get the attention of all his little goons to give them an opening to sneak by.
All right.
And then third, I'm going to gain an advantageous position and take +1 forward on my next smite.
Okay. So as you're fighting and you're doing a lot of flourish, so there's like a moment where you actually almost accidentally leave an opening, and they take advantage and try to go for the attack. But you having studied all your lightsaber forms, know exactly what they're doing and are able to block it. And you're able to keep them pretty distracted. So when Kira and Kieran do their thing, they won't see them right away. So you'll have some advantage there. And then you get the high ground. You're able to do a flippy flip up onto like the transport.
Oh, so it's over.
Giving it to you, but it's not over. This person's very strong.
Oh.
I had to jump very high to get the high ground. They're tall.
They
They're
are.
tall and thick.
Yeah.
Should climb. You need to climb.
They look about 6'3", 6'4". They are tall.
That is very tall.
Yeah. You can't tell if they're lifting the boots or not, but you know they are tall. So yeah, all right. This is happening. Trash, what are you doing?
I'm gonna shoot them in the head.
Are you gonna shoot the Sith or
Yep.
one of the Cultists? Okay.
Yep.
Roll a smite your enemies.
I am going to.
Will that qualify as someone interfering with the duel?
Yeah,
Probably.
100%. Why would I be helpful? What? Have you
I
met
mean-
me? Are you new here?
If it works, it's helpful.
Yep. So
I will tell you, they are wearing armor and they are
Yep.
wearing like a helmet. So
the awesome thing is that on one of my advancements, I took one shot from the Celestial Playbook,
okay,
which means when I am attacking someone I have found guilty of a morally repugnant crime, which is fucking with my shit.
there.
I can a 6 plus a 6 is the same as a 7 to 9 result. So or 6 actually says a 6 minus is the same as a 7 to a 9 result. So fun. Normally I would on my own playbook use what's that over there for this and roll prowess, roll awe instead of prowess. But I'm going to try it with prowess because if I do that, I can't exchange harm.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna use what's that over there, and I'm gonna roll with my awe instead of my prowess.
Okay.
Because that's a +1. Because I don't necessarily want to harm them. Shio's doing the fun stuff. Ooh. So that's an 8 on the dice and doubles, so I get a thingamabobber. With the +1 is a 9.
Okay.
So, I am going to. Now, this one. You know what? I am going to make an opening for an enemy. But an ally, sorry. Make an opening for an ally. It's better to make an opening for an ally, right? That's what we want.
I mean, honestly,
storytelling,
I would have
but-
believed either way from Trash.
Yeah, at this
so-
point.
Yeah.
It could have gone either way, I know. So I'm going to make an opening for an ally, but that ally is Solana.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
Solana gets +1 forward on whatever Solana wants to do.
Okay. Yeah. So you shoot. It collides with the helmet. They kind of step back for a second. And now part of the helmet is shattered, and you can see very pale blue, silvery eye and very pale skin underneath this mask. That's all you can see, but they are not happy you've done this. So they're going to start coming after you because the terms of the duel have been broken.
Oops.
So they start walking towards you. During that time, Solana is able to kind of take out the 2 cult members who are guiding her and use the force to break the. Or not gonna do that. She is going to be able to take them out and start working on breaking her confines. So
Woohoo!
you have helped Solana be able to start escaping. But the shackles, as from a couple episodes ago, these are the same shackles that made it hard to use the force for Kieran. So
Right.
she's just being real cool now with her fighting skills.
Cool.
So all right, Kira and Kieran, who wants to go first, and what are you doing as this is happening? How are you approaching?
I think my main goal is to take out like the cultists who are holding like the temple guardians or the Padawans, like wherever the biggest concentration of Jedi is, to help free them to help to fight back.
Okay. They mostly it's actually mostly masters. There's only a few Padawans, meaning some of them have run, and there's a couple temple guardians, but yeah.
Great. Then I'm going to use swipe left and roll 2d6 plus prowess to fling a small group of enemies out of the way. Small controlled detonated charges.
Sounds
Rolled
good.
directly at their feet.
Oh, roll it.
I mean, really, are you even family Ren if you don't carry tiny grenades on you at all times?
No, you have to have miracles at all times. All miracle explosions at all times.
I rolled an 8 plus 2 is a 10.
Oh damn.
So I deal 2 harm to everyone in the group, knocking them prone.
Nice.
That doesn't include the allies, because some of your moves hurt people that are there as well.
This one just says small group of enemies.
Okay. Just making sure. I just want to.
In this particular case, it is not a cataclysm.
Okay. So yeah, you are able to. Yeah, you are able to take out about 6 of. I'll give you more. You're able to take out 10 of the cult members, leaving some of the Jedi. So a lot of the Jedi now don't have cult members on them, and are taking advantage of trying to pilfer keys or whatever off to get these shackles off each other. So you have taken out a few of them, knocked them prone, and the Jedi are overtaking them now. So that's happening.
Cool. So
Which is good.
I'd love
Now
to
you have
use
Guardians
that.
on your side.
I'd love to use that chaos to get around behind the ship. That was our initial goal, to try to disable that ship. To find a panel or whatever I can get to on the outside of it, out of view if possible. Is there some sort of approach I can make there?
There's a lot of chaos happening. The big bad is distracted. Cult members are being blown up. You are definitely able to get around. Well, I'm gonna still have you roll a medal to see if you successfully are not seen. But you definitely see an opening to get to the panel, and I will give you advantage on this roll.
Oh, okay.
Because of all the chaos happening.
All right. Advantage got me to a 10.
Nice. Yeah, you are able to stealth around all of this madness and get to the control panel of the transport. So you can make some. You have now positioned yourself in a way to where you can make possibly a chance to shut that down.
Cool. I know I don't have access to my workshop out here, but it is it's stocked with like high-tech tools, which I assume means I always have like something, like a weird screwdriver that I put in my pocket and forgot about, or
A custom hydro spanner.
Yeah, it's a hydro.
Sonic?
Oh, also, my workshop is mobile, but that doesn't mean pocket-sized. It's like in the ship.
But
is what that means.
you just got off the ship and
Yeah.
you made
So I
this.
probably grabbed a couple things that I thought I would need, and yeah. So, yeah, I really just want to, what's the basic move called? Using metal, perform under pressure. Under
Okay.
pressure. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum. So I have to perform it. Hold on. Yeah, I want to, get a panel open and try to find whatever I can do to disable the engines, so it can't take off.
Okay, yeah. Perform under pressure, roll, and see if you can do that.
Okay.
You do have your tools because you made this was the plan established ahead of time. So I will say you thought this through.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, I haven't taken crafty yet. Dang it. But it's a 10. It's another 10. 5 plus 3 plus 2. So yeah.
Y'all were not supposed to do this well. All right. You are able
pay for
to
it.
shut down the ship.
Okay. Without explosives, Kira.
Hey, her explosives just freed a bunch of Jedi. So
I know.
The explosives are good. We're
Well,
supposed
the
to
right
like
tool for the right job.
Right. And I'm the
Well,
right
I
tool.
didn't mock.
Wait,
I
what?
didn't mock you for carrying a screwdriver in your pocket this whole time.
I thought he was just happy to see Jan.
Thankfully, Jan is safe on Coruscant,
That's right.
away from all of this.
Okay, good.
But she is wondering how you're doing.
Aw.
So Shio,
Yeah.
back to top of order. The terms of the duel have been broken.
That's fine.
The Sith Lord is walking away from you and charging trash. You have now seen part of their face. So yeah, what do you have the high ground? What do you do?
I am going to continue to smite this Sith Lord, because I've got the high ground, and why waste it? So I'm gonna try to. Yeah, I'm gonna use my ranged attack, which is throwing my lightsaber at him to swing back and come back at me, and see it. I'm basically trying to taunt him back onto me, to use MMO terms. I'm trying to regain threat.
Okay.
So we're gonna see how this goes, and I do have +1
Just-
from my.
Just kite him away from the ranged guy so he could shoot it while he's like slowed and going back to you.
We'll see
Apply
how
the
that
dots.
works.
Apply the dots.
Yep.
Okay, that's a 7 plus my 2 plus my 1 from. So that's another 10. Because 7 plus 2 plus 1 is 10.
All right. What do you want to do from the list?
We are going to again protect myself. I am going to make an opening for Trash,
Okay.
and I would like to take his helmet.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like to take his helmet.
Okay.
I want to see this person. I want to be able to look them in the eye.
Uh,
Even if it's just their faceplate, like I want to do that insult to him.
okay.
Sith Lords thinking they're so cool with face masks.
In this case, hardly just protection. It's clearly very good armor. So yeah, you throw you throw your saber, it does a spinny. 6 spins. You are able to kind of knock them in the back of the head and knock the helmet off, and you see a bun of white blonde hair, kind of like pulled back. You get the sense this person might not be a man.
I am no man.
Do they appear Achani? They seem like the pale and the pale hair.
They are Achani.
Okay.
Uh,
Aha.
this.
It's Master Shio from the future.
Oh no.
They kind of knock forward for a second, but they're not harmed with the lightsaber. The lightsaber returns to you, and she's pissed.
Yeah. Good. Get mad. Get good. I said as I fail recently.
Yeah. In response to that, she is going to turn to you, which will give Trash another opening, and use the force to pull you forward.
Yeah.
You can make a metal check to resist this and stand your ground.
So I don't have a thing for metal. Okay.
Wrong.
Here we go.
She also has a scar because she's cool.
Of course. That's a 7. 6 and a 1.
All right. You are not able to completely stand your ground, but you are not pulled. Like, this move was I'm going to yank you and you're going to be right in front of me move. So you fall from your high ground and but you regain your composure as you land on the ground and are able to kind of start resisting a little bit. So you're not in your advantage. You're not in the high ground anymore.
Right.
But you're not directly in her face.
Okay, I will take it.
Which is good. She's pissed. And she's like, you call yourself an Achani and yet you break the rules of a duel. She's mad. Trash.
Shooty shoot shoot.
Okay.
Shoot. Well, now that I can see her head, I'ma shoot that head.
Okay.
Let's see how this goes. Ooh, that is an 8 on the dice, plus 1 for a 9.
Okay.
I guess, yeah. Make an advantage. make an opening for an enemy,
For an ally?
for an ally. God damn it, I keep saying that. Make an opening for an ally.
Those Freudian slips make me.
I
I
know.
mean, we
well,
do have to
listen.
clarify.
Mhm.
We do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. If you're turning to her side, I need to know.
I am not turning to her side. Man, I just, you run off with some armor one time.
And
And
you
na-
continue to say, make an opening for an enemy over and over again.
Whatever. We're all same side, same side. Make an opening for an ally, so I will give, this time I will give Shio the +1 forward.
Okay. So yeah, you aim at her and you shoot her kind of in the shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem to hurt her, but it does annoy her. And so
That's
she's
what I
going
like.
to divide her attention and try to use the force on you as well to yank your gun out. And you are also able to resist with a metal roll to hold on
Metal
to your
roll?
gun. Yes.
All right.
But she wants to take the gun away from you.
That's not going to do it. That is a 4 on the dice.
Yeah. She yanks your gun to her.
Mm.
And your gun, you have a special gun with a kyber crystal inside of it, correct?
Yeah, I do.
She is going to snap it in half
Aw.
and
Rude.
take the crystal out.
Rude.
She holds it there for a second, and as you see this, she holds it and kind of focuses while focusing on Shio.
Oh no.
Oh,
It starts to glow and starts to turn red as she starts bending it to her will. And Shio, make me a metal roll.
Do good, Shio.
no, stop saying metal. Metal is not my good stat. No pluses?
Unfortunately, I don't think there's much else I
No,
can
she
do.
said you could add your medal to it.
Yeah, I
Well,
did.
you have that +1 forward.
You got a
that works
+1. You have a +1.
Okay, if I'm using Trash's +1 here, then I have a 7. I rolled 2 3s.
Okay.
Doubles.
Kind of
Oh, I got the doubles marked, that's for sure.
you start to kind of fall to your knees for a second and feel
Sure.
a little bit weaker, but you're able to like regain your composure and get back up. And as she's doing this and as she's realizing it's not quite working, suddenly the crystal glows and kind of wraps around her hand, and then seemingly you see this kind of energy absorbed into her and the crystal disappears.
Hey.
She got a tiny bit out of you, but not enough.
Okay.
You
That
didn't.
was mine. That was
Shields, that's not good.
and she starts making her way to you because she no longer sees Trash as a threat without the gun.
wow.
Yeah.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, too bad there's only one gun on that ship.
So she's coming
Too
at
bad
you.
there's only one person with a
Okay.
gun in this group.
Kira, you've managed to help some of the Jedi get free. They are starting to pilfer for keys and stuff off the cult members so they can get their shackles undone. What are you doing?
I think if I see what's going on with this duel and the Sith Lord, then it's time to. Yeah, it's time to assist over there because I am going to assume that the Jedi can take care of themselves. Lessons I have been learning.
Okay.
uh
What do you do?
I am going to use my own. I also have one shot, amusingly enough. And roll to smite my enemies. And see if I can help out Shio by restraining the Sith Lord.
How are you going to restrain the Sith Lord? Grapple?
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna let's see if I can.
The how matters.
I know it's I'm not gonna try to like physically grapple her. What I am gonna try to do is destroy something nearby. So it either like falls on her or trips her up or like that kind of blocks her path towards Shio and Trash.
Okay. Yeah, she's walking towards Shio, and I think the way I have this right now, Trash and Shio are kind of on opposite sides of her, splitting her a little bit. So you will have to pick who you block her from. In this case, she is walking towards Shio.
I am gonna block her from Shio because I don't want more
Okay.
force powers taken.
Okay. Roll.
Sweet. So that counts as a 7 to 9 result. Okay, one shot and rolling a 4.
Great.
And yes, I'm going to choose to restrain the target.
Okay.
Instead of exchanging harm by knocking over something that was nearby, like
So yeah,
maybe like the wing of a ship or something like that, like where I can
as
cause it to crash down in front of her.
yeah, so as she's walking, you let off a shot and are able to knock down like a pillar, like one of the pillars in front of the in front of the temple, and it's going to crash in front of Shio and her. She is able to back away quickly. Shio, make me a metal roll.
Damn it.
A lot of under pressure right now.
Yeah. I'm realizing now that metal was more important than I thought it was going to be to this character. That is another 7. That is a 6 and a 1.
I mean, really, who knew he would be put into stressful situations? I mean,
right? Well, I mean, he was a good battle master. He didn't think he was going to be under stress. Like, oh, this is easy.
You don't take any harm or anything, but you are kind of it is a bit shocking. The pillar collapses and some of the rubble kind of flies at you, so you're knocked back a little bit.
Sure.
But you don't take any harm. All right, Kieran, you have shut down their transport ship. Jedi are getting themselves free and starting to fight back against the cult. What are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna just pop up on my jetpack from behind the ship, because I imagine there's a number of cultists fighting Jedi who are in the process of escaping. And I'm just gonna pop up with the blaster that I was practicing with earlier in the day and just start picking off cultists who aren't paying attention to me and are, mostly trying to target, like, that's a Padawan cultist. That's a Padawan, like whichever one looks like it's in the most trouble. I'm just providing air support from 20 feet up. So yeah.
Okay, roll it.
Okay. Let's see. Smite with oh, it's a 10 either way. I was gonna do the signature weapon thing, which lets me roll with metal instead of prowess, but it was actually it's either a 10 or an 11. So I'll do that, and I would like to exchange harm with whatever these, if any of them are going to turn around and fight me, that's fine. But I'd like to exchange harm, make an opening for my allies, and
Allies, enemies, what's the...
and gain an advantageous position, which is the extreme high ground. I'm on jetpack ground, so it's over, basically.
Okay, yeah, you are. No one notices you. and you are able to pick out quite a few of them. So most of the basic cultists are being overtaken now, like by you and the Jedi, and no one has noticed where you are. So yeah, you're in a really good position.
Okay. Cool.
And Padawans are getting free. Things are good. Things are looking up.
Yeah, as long
For
as
now.
nobody looks up.
Shio,
Yeah.
what are you doing? You are now on the other side. You felt yourself for a second being weakened there and being sapped of energy, and now a giant pillar is in the way. And you also saw the Sith Lord Achani absorb a kyber crystal into herself, which
Not a good
looked
thing.
real metal. It was kind of like this red crystal basically looked like it started bleeding into her arm and then absorbed and disappeared.
Cute. Where's Solana?
Solana is behind you and is she was able to get her shackles off and is helping some of the Padawans now. You see that she has a double-bladed purple saber, and she is kicking butt right now.
Okay. I'm going to communicate to Solana. We've got this. Go help the others.
She's kind of like, are you sure you can? So she kind of looks at you and she's like, I am helping the others, but are you sure you've got that?
Mm-hmm.
I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me.
It's my favorite Star Wars movie.
She smiles and she's like, may the Force be with you. And she kind of runs off to free more Padawans. She runs into the temple, actually. Because there's a stranger in there.
Then I would like to, if I may, leap onto the pillar and get a view of what's happening on the other side of this pillar.
Okay. You are able to leap onto the pillar.
Okay. What's our Sith Lord buddy doing right now?
Still walking towards the pillar. You've just made yourself, like, she was kind of like thrown off for a second, but now you've made yourself known.
Okay.
So she's coming back towards you. She is smiling. She has kind of an Azula-like look right now. A little bit of that, like, kind of crazed look in her eye. Very pissed off. Hair is messy. Like, she's coming at you, and you see lightning crackling. Like, she has her sabers out, but you kind of see lightning crackling around the sabers. Like, she's ready to do some.
Cool. Let me know if this is possible. I just think it look really, really cool. I would like to basically do a backflip off of this pillar and shove it with the Force into her.
Yeah, I mean, that is possible. It's a weird roll.
Okay. All right, weird. I don't like you and you don't like me.
Because you're using the Force.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Okay.
So yeah, the way I picture it, she's walking up, you're going to like kind of backflip over her and pull the pillar towards her.
Okay. I've got a 9. I don't know if anybody can help, but I've got a 9.
Okay.
Oh, now you just jumped off the top of a big pillar, right?
Also, the pillar that fell down, so I was like on the side of the pillar, did a backflip off the pillar, and basically is trying to like kick it with the Force into her.
Yeah, and I'm up in the air, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I could like shoot at her feet just to like distract her enough to like keep her in the right position.
Yeah. Roll of prowess.
Does that make sense for where we are? Or?
Yeah, you can see this happening. And
Okay.
shoot it.
Or can I roll provide aid?
Sure.
Okay. Oh, that's good. Okay, so I have an 8 to provide aid to Master Shio, so you get a +1 to your roll.
Okay, so it's a 10 now, right?
That's a 10.
All right. You are able to, yeah, I mean, you are able to do this. And she's distracted momentarily, but as the rocks kind of come at her, you see them kind of she's able to put up a shield around herself, and they are kind of deflect. Like it's coming, and it kind of goes. So now the rubble is kind of being shot outwards, but it does momentarily take up some of her time and energy away from you.
Okay.
And yeah, you totally. It's like slow motion. She's walking towards you. You jump over her, and are like the rocks come flying, and she puts out a hand and like stops a bunch of them.
I'm very much imagining that moment in, not to mention this particular movie, but Rise of Skywalker, where Rey does the backflip over the TIE fighter, like that. That moment.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but
yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I got. Good luck, everybody else.
Trash.
Yeah. Well, since I can't do a shoot about it, I'm just gonna trash it up and tackle her.
Okay. So you're gonna charge in and tackle her.
Yep. Just gonna launch myself at her.
A little distracted. There, you do have a little bit of an opening here.
Great. So cool. So I'm just gonna, making with the smite. Rolling my prowess. Woohoo! That is doubles, which is lovely. And it is an 11, which is even lovelier.
Yeah, you tackle her.
So, you know what? This time, I am going to exchange harm.
Okay.
Yep, I'm going to exchange harm. Oh, wait, I can choose 3. So, I'm going to protect myself.
Okay.
And I am going to crush them for a +1.
Okay, so yeah. That's all right. Yeah.
So do I roll harm here? I can't remember what happens with the harm.
Oh, it depends on your weapon. Is it epic weapon?
No,
I just tackled.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it'd be 2 harm is the base, and then your +1 would make it 3 harm.
3 harm.
3 harm. So yeah, you are going to get 3 harm on her. And you are able to protect yourself from the fact. So you tackle her, and she's got good battle sense. So she throws you off after you knock her over.
Mm-hmm.
But because you are able to handle the blow well and not take any harm from her doing that.
Woohoo!
Okay, you take 1 harm.
No more.
You take 1 harm, but you don't take what you would have taken.
Got it.
So you're able to protect yourself just enough, and she just kind of laughs, and she's like, "You've been touched by the dark side. Come now, are you really wanting to play with the small folk here? You could be playing with me. You could have great power and great responsibility." I didn't mean to say that, but you know what? It's fine.
It's fine, but I'm also like, have you met me?
She's like, you could.
None of those are. That's not the selling point, lady. Nice try though.
Well,
great power and great responsibility.
Responsibility to yourself. I don't know what you do.
Nope.
But I could help you out.
Nah, not gonna do it today, lady.
You said the R word.
Yeah, I'm done.
Whoops.
That sounds like a lot of work.
I messed up my own improv.
No, I mean, I think that was a legit try, but I'm like that. On anyone else, she might have gained some purchase, but on me, it's like that.
I meant great power and like great stuff, but I said responsibilities. Like, I done messed it up. But yeah, she's kind of like, you've opened a holocron. You know what power they hold, and she's like, why fight me? So she's talking to you.
I got to talk back to her. I'm like, I'm not, lady.
If you want to, you don't have to, but she's looking at you.
You know what? I don't care. Just take your jerks and go away.
Well, It's a shame. And she she puts a hand out and is going to shoot lightning at you.
Well, that's gonna suck.
Not if I have anything to say about that.
Yeah, I also have things to say about that.
Because you just tackled her. It is going to be grievous harm, unless some people. I don't know what your moves are in this case. So if there's something you can do as she attacks for Kira and Theo, but she is.
I
going
mean, I can like.
harm
I'm
to
also because we're both jetpacking up. Like
Yeah.
Kieran and I are both jetpacking around, and with long view, there's no way that she's obstructed from me.
No.
And like, I'm definitely gonna shoot at her at this point. Like, stop hurting my friends and family, you dumb bitch.
All right. So yeah, you see her raising up a hand, and you see lightning start to come out of the fingers.
How does Epic Shield work?
That's
I can help with that. So an Epic Shield provides one armor or one harm reduction, and you also usually say like a thing that it can do. Like in Demigods, it's like I could throw it and it comes back to me, or it reflects Medusa's gaze, but not Medusa's straights. And so you just have to come up with a like it blocks one harm and it does a cool thing, within the context of what shields can do. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're gonna do this. This is what I do. I'm the tank. I'm going to spend one of my holds on Practical Tactical Brilliance.
okay.
What this hold lets me do is take harm in place of a nearby Weave member.
Aww.
So
Okay.
I want to
Let me
redirect
shoot
her
her
lightning
first.
at me using my lightsaber as my shield, and basically try to catch as much of the lightning as I can in the lightsaber to avoid as much damage as possible.
Okay. That once again, this is a grievous harm move. So you're going to take this is a lot.
I know. I'm being a good boy.
Oh, I know you're being a good boy.
Grievous harm. There it is. Okay.
So it's it is
D6 plus harm. Okay. Well, luckily I have no. Is it? So do I add the? I have no harm at the moment.
Yeah. What's your armor? Do you have any other than you have Epic Shield?
Right.
And how much is that going to?
It's +1, is what Jason said.
Okay. So this is a 5 harm move.
Okay, so I'll take 4 harm.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, I'm supposed to do it this way because I do have Ironheart, which gives me 2 more boxes.
Oh.
Okay.
You have to roll.
And then I take Grievous Harm. And so I add that 4 harm I just took to this roll, right? Yeah, you just marked. Thank you. Thank you, Jason, for being clear in your instruction. I just have to read them.
These are so well written. I wonder who did this.
Right? All right. Let's see, I got a 6 on the die, plus that 4 is a 10, which is not great.
Not what you want.
No.
All right. Well, what do? You can choose 2 things from the 7 to 9 list, or 1 from the 10 plus list.
Yeah. I'm going to oh my god. These are all terrible.
Wait, what did you roll?
I rolled a 6, but because I took 4 harm, it's a 10.
Well, like 4 of it actually got through to you.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
a
that's
5 harm
bad.
thing. Yeah,
That's bad. You shouldn't do
it's
that.
not good. Yeah.
Lightning.
Yep.
Don't mess with it.
Yeah, well, okay. I'm going to Oh, this is going to be bad. I'm going to give you a hard move.
Ooh.
Bold.
Okay. Gotta go look at these to decide.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Oh no, what do I want to do? Uh,
Gotta give her a hand.
It
I'm
is a
laughing.
Star Wars game, so someone's got to lose one.
I'm laughing at some of the writing in here.
That actually just happened in a D&D game I'm playing weekly last night. Someone lost a hand. Like, so it wasn't me though. Not saying that I want to lose a hand in this game. I need to stop talking. Hey, look, there's an empty coffee cup. I'm gonna put a drink out of.
I'm just trying to decide what I do. Um, hmm. Hmm. It gave me too much power. I'm trying to decide how bad this is for you. This is pretty bad. Hmm. I don't want to be mean, but also you gave me the ability to be
Yep,
mean here.
that's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'm actually going to call for a bathroom break so I can think about this. I also have to use the bathroom.
Ooh, the
Yeah,
Oh,
actually, I was
my.
about to ask too, so we're all good.
Monster.
I have to think about this and what I want to do.
Perfect commercial break, which also gives me opportunity to mention if anyone would like to commercially sponsor our show, I'm very open to having those conversations. It would be fun to pay everyone. I would
Yeah.
like that. So, thanks everyone for joining us. We will be right back. Why don't I put up the 4-minute and 19-second timer so then we know how much time we have.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
I need to move that to my pause screen and then have it say like we're resuming in, because I have a little video of a 4-minute and 19-second timer and I haven't bothered to make any other video timers. So, okay, we'll be right back. Bye. And we're back. Hello.
Hello, everybody. That's how I feel right now. So Shio,
Mm-hmm.
Trash was in the line of harm and was about to get lightninged. And you, the way I kind of imagine this is you kind of came and ran and slid in front, basically, with your lightsaber, ready to block.
Yep.
You were able to block a little bit of it, but it's still lightning. And your lightsaber gets kind of blasted out of your hand. You can't hold it forever, and you start getting fully electrocuted. Now, I'm going to give Kira one chance.
One shot.
You have one shot.
opportunity.
Well, I'm not going to throw it away.
So this is, I mean, your body is being racked with pain. This is awful. You feel every bit of electricity just shooting through you. It is so painful. Kira, roll to shoot her. And depending on what Kira's roll here happens, is what's going to happen to Shio.
For the record, hit or miss. I'm lining up a jetpack tackle.
Okay.
But I wouldn't get there before her shot, so that's
No, you wouldn't. And her shot is going to determine what happens to Shio. And how angry your tackle is, maybe.
Well, my dice decided to save Shio.
Thank you. Thank you, Pooja's dice.
I rolled an 8 plus a 2 for my prowess. That makes it a 10.
You don't have
Nice.
godlike, right? You don't have godlike on this?
I have an epic ranged weapon.
Ooh.
But I think godlike is something you have to unlock, right?
But godlike is something you have to unlock.
Okay. Because I could also give you a +2 to that roll. I had that in my back pocket. So if you needed the 12 to get godlike, we could have done that. But we're good.
No,
We're good.
I don't have. Unfortunately, I don't have godlike. But it's okay. It's okay. Because I got to choose 3.
Yeah.
Right.
And following in, all the Star Wars. I slouch so far down, my head is halfway out of the frame. Following in Star Wars tradition, I am going to, I guess I'll exchange harm, crush them, and take something from your enemy.
Okay.
And I would love to take this bitch's hand.
Okay.
in marriage.
In holy, no, I can't even say it.
Holy smack.
Emphasis on holy.
On
Matrimony?
just in a holy spite, in holy spitefulness.
All right.
Holy
Wordplay.
mayhemony.
How to do
If you want to-
do it?
Want to exchange harm? Do you want to exchange harm, crush them, and take something? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
So yeah, you shoot, and you shoot her hand off. That is shooting the electricity out. I don't know how you do it, but you manage to just do this at the right angle, and it comes right clean off.
I like to think that I managed to hit just the right space in her wrist bones.
What's odd about her that you notice in this moment is the hand does come off, but it's almost her wrist is almost wispy.
Ooh.
There's
That's
no
gross.
you see these kind of shadowy tendrils kind of coming off. It's almost like the way I would describe it is like you have like a cloud of smoke, and you've kind of cut through that, and it dispersed, and now there are two halves, but it's very like flowy and kind of it seems like it's reaching back out for the hand almost.
Is it too late to add the Yuzon Vong to my lines and veils?
No, I didn't inspire her. She's not at all inspired by that. What are you talking about?
We're all good. I'm just being funny.
So gross.
No, she's inspired by a few things. But so that's happening. But you have successfully stopped her lightning, and she has taken some harm. But she's repairing herself. So you think. Shio, you collapse.
Yeah, I do.
But you are not dead. But you are close to it.
My harm would agree with you.
Um,
I'm still not at -1 to all rolls, thanks to Ironheart, but it's oof.
Yeah. So
That hurt.
you are hurting. And now she is going to direct her attention to Kira, because she has seen because her hand just got shot off.
And then she gets tackled.
Yep. So she turns, her hand starts to kind of, it detaches and then starts to reattach. And she just kind of starts looking, turns her attention to Kira and throws a saber at you. So roll me a metal. Just roll me a metal.
Who, me?
No, Kira. Kieran, you start rolling your tackle.
Can I get
Okay.
advantage on this to use my fancy jetpack moves to
Yes.
avoid said saber?
Sure.
Just saying.
But if you caught it, then you'd have no weapons.
I'm real glad I did
She
that.
has two sabers, so
But
I
only
got it.
one hand.
Yeah.
wow.
Which one does she throw? I mean, like,
She basically had it like this, where she was holding one saber and then doing that with the electricity coming out. And then she had the other over here, and that's the one she's thrown at you.
it's okay. I got an 11.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't hit you, but the saber starts coming back to her. All right, now, Kieran.
All right. So I had gotten a thread earlier from my once per session fail a roll on the artisan playbook. And I've spent it to give myself advantage to squeak up to 10. Because I had a like 7, but with the bonus, and then I was like, it's worth it. And I rolled one higher, and then it brought it up to a 10. So, ultimately what I was doing was sort of let the blaster rifle go on its strap behind me and pull the lightsaber that I did construct myself. I just can't use the force anymore to use my signature weapon move, which is when you smite with an epic weapon that you made yourself, you can use metal instead of prowess. And so that's what got me to the 10, if that's okay.
Okay, no, that's fine. So you are tackling her.
Yes. So I'm going to exchange harm and crush them. So do extra harm. So I'm doing 5 harm and make her feel bad about herself.
Yeah.
Is that on the list? I think.
Her feelings real bad.
You assume she has feelings to hurt.
I'm not sure what else to pick. I'm not really making an opening because I'm tackling her.
You are physically engaging with her, right?
Yeah. I'm like, I'm trying to like run her through with my lightsaber and just like knock her to the ground and the whole deal.
Maybe take her grip on her saber.
Oh yeah, could I take her saber from her? Something from her?
She has 2, so you can take one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I would
so yeah,
say
I'm gonna exchange
say
harm.
you are,
What?
I will say that the way that will work is you are able to stop her from recollecting the one that's spinning back to her.
Okay, great.
So you tackle her before she's able to get that one back.
Great. That is perfect.
And
So, what?
And yes, you are going to run. You're running her through with your lightsaber, right?
Yes,
Okay.
that's my goal. So, yeah, exchange harm, +1 harm, so it's 5 harm, and also take that other lightsaber from her. So, how much harm do I take?
Well, you run her through with the lightsaber, and for a second you swear the light leaves her eyes. But then you hear her yell, "My children." And several of the cult members start running towards her and disappearing.
They just vanish?
Yes. And she laughs as she pulls the saber out of herself from you. And it heals. It's the same kind of weird wispiness. Kind of pulling the parts back together. And she holds on to you and smirks because she recognizes you. She's like, "Oh, yes, you're the one I disconnected from the Force. Yes." And she just kind of smiles, and she puts her hands on your head and starts to use some kind of energy, and you feel yourself weakening. You're going to take grievous harm.
Okay.
Well, before...
But I don't worry. I will give everyone a chance to save each other. I don't want to kill any of you.
All right, so how much grievous harm am I rolling with?
This is ignoring armor.
Okay.
I'm just going to keep it at a 4.
Okay. So
Okay.
just +4. Okay, 7 plus a 4 is 11.
No.
Oh, why are we rolling high here? What
I
the
win.
hell?
Oh,
It's rolling high. You're rolling really well the most of the game, but now it's
I know.
well, the +4 isn't helping.
Yeah.
So the way you feel yourself weakening, and it feels very similar to when you were strapped to that contraption and you felt like the Force leaving your body. And she is just draining you further of energy.
Okay.
Here.
So on the 10 plus, I don't want to get knocked down. I don't want to give you a hard move. So I'm going to take 2 more harm ignoring armor, and I'll be at 6 harm.
Oof.
Mm. All right. So as this is happening, Trash, what are you doing?
All right. Well, I'm gonna try some stuff here. I am gonna try to reach out and use it a force.
Oh,
Is there anything I can do with my dark side points? Can I burn those off in any particular way?
yeah. You could. I mean, yes. If you want to burn your dark side points, I will allow you to do a very epic force move.
Because, well, it's not so much an epic force move, but it's pretty generally epic move since she is not looking at me.
No. I will allow
And
you to use those to do some, but it will give you some because you're using dark side.
cool. I'm okay with that because I'd like to force pull Shio's lightsaber to me
Okay.
and lop her head off.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, what at this point? What are we doing here?
No. Yeah. Okay. That is a pretty dark side move. You are currently at what, 3 or 4 dark side
4
points?
dark side points.
4 dark side points. Oh boy. You are able to do this. You feel all of this energy and rage in you,
Mm-hmm.
Or Shio is hurt. She is currently, I mean, it looks like she is probably killing Kieran right now.
Yep.
It's not pretty. And you are able to pull Shio's saber to you and rush over to her. And you know what? I'm gonna say you're able to grab her other saber too that she doesn't have.
Mm-hmm.
And
Ooh, the 2-saber
yeah,
Anakin.
Yeah.
Zoink.
you
Yep.
got that.
That move is called scissoring.
Well, that's what scissoring is.
I feel like I had a different.
So
Anyway.
as you do this, the dark
I think
side,
Reyes would
right,
disagree.
you feel all of this dark side energy in you.
Mm-hmm.
You are going to you are going to bump your tracker up to 5.
Worth it.
And like you kind of, your eyes start to kind of glow, and you kind of start to get a little bit of like some scars and stuff down your face. Like your body, this is a lot of energy all at one time.
Mm-hmm.
And you go up and you chop her head off. But I mean, what does she do? She drops Kieran. You get the sabers at her throat and go to
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I know there's no dice rolling in this game for the Herald, but I'm doing it just to make a decision. Her body drops to the ground and her head rolls on the floor. It has the same kind of wispy vibe that it has the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
And you do see it start to reconnect. I am going to give Kira a chance to stop this. But you just, Kieran drops for a second, but yeah, the way you see this, Kieran is like from behind, sabers go boom, head falls to the ground, body falls to the ground, you fall.
It's a good thing she's a lot taller than me.
Yeah, the way she was doing it was kind of like pushing you down to the ground. You feel weak, but you're not dead. And there is a limp body in front of you that you just saw decapitated, and behind is a very angry, very dark side ridden trash. Kira, and everybody can see that the head looks like it is trying to come back to the body, and more cult members are running over because they see this happening, and some of them start to disappear, much like you saw, like they have been doing, which you don't know why they're doing that, but you can maybe infer that it is giving her power of some kind. So Kira, what do you want to do?
Besides be really creeped out.
Yeah.
Besides be really creeped out, you mean? I am gonna. Take the head.
Okay. You are able to do that.
And go as. I'm gonna go back. Like, I'm gonna jetpack as far away as I can. Like, I'm going basically back to back to our ship. I'm running with the head. I'm just like, if I can get it far enough away from the cultists that are obviously giving her power, if I can keep those wisps from reconnecting, then maybe we have more of a chance.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm so creeped out right now.
I'd like to try something too, if that's all right.
Yeah.
So I'm there next to the body.
Mhm.
Kira just swooped in with the head like a seagull and with a French fry.
I like to think of it as Jason with Medusa's head. Thank you very much.
Both
Same
can be
same
true.
thing. Seagull with a French fry.
Nowhere does it say that Jason was not a seagull. And actually, it was Perseus. This is Perseus.
Yeah.
Man. But there's
Oh
a
yeah, yeah.
sequel.
Sorry,
There's
my
not a
bad.
person.
Okay.
I thought Pooja was talking about me personally when I cut off Medusa's head in real life. I mean, I put it back on because Medusa was greatly maligned and it was not her fault. And she was persecuted. But
I mean, if the gods had just left it the fuck alone.
okay, so I I'm with the body, Trash beheaded it. Where's Shio? Right
Theo's
here?
passed out.
Right next to us?
Yeah, it's in the general vicinity.
And there's a bunch of cultists sort of running to be closer to the body, right?
Yeah, they were running and they are coming at you now because they've just seen this
Okay.
happen.
So what I want to do, this is a thing I've usually kept like switched off with the safety on because it's not like a proper thing for a Jedi to use, but I'm like getting my flamethrower turned back on so that I could like get up to one knee and just arc the whole like the area where the cultists are running up. My goal is to just push them back. Like, I'm not trying to light everyone on fire, but if they run into my fire, whose fault is that?
Okay. I mean, that's a smite your enemy's roll.
Yeah, okay.
You do notice. Yeah, no, just roll.
Since it's does this count as a weapon that I built myself?
No. You
Okay.
do not build your flamethrower. This is standard Mandalorian issue.
Okay, prowess +1, 6, 3, 1, 10. 10.
Yeah, I mean, you're successfully doing that. They all kind of kneel down and bow their heads and like start saying a chant. And once again, they are a couple. They start one by one, just vanishing.
Okay.
And
yeah,
the body,
I guess hopefully I
the
can.
body is twitching a little bit next to you.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna
And,
try to. I'm. Oh no. Oh shoot! It's actually a 9 because I'm at -1 to all my rolls.
Okay, it's still good enough to achieve this.
Okay.
The hand from the body grabs your ankle.
Okay.
And is trying to do the same thing from earlier.
The like magic-y thing she was doing to me.
Yes, but it's because it's not in full control, so it's not grievous harm. But it has grabbed your ankle and is like you can feel an attempt at something.
Okay. Noted.
There's a hand grabbing you from a headless body.
That's awful. Thank you.
I mean, the Force, yo.
Yeah, I love it.
For 10 years. It can do some shit. Shio, you are beginning to come to, but you are. Things suck.
Yeah. Worst hangover ever.
Yeah, so you are coming to. You see fire. You see cultists disappearing. You see a headless woman on the ground. Trash looks bad. What are you doing?
I would, and I don't have my lightsaber. Trash does, so that's good too. Not a problem at all there. Can I put together that the cultists disappearing are somehow connected to the body twitching? Do I have that much cognizance to be able to put that together?
me a judgment.
I got a
So
plus
good
1
at
to it now, thanks to my last advance. So we'll see how this goes.
So it counts.
Well, that's a 9 and doubles, and that's my last thread to get another advancement. So that's a 9.
All right. Yeah, you're able to piece together that it is powering her somehow.
Okay.
These cultists are very willing to just give themselves up, basically.
All right. I'm going to.
Kids, this is why you don't join cults.
Right.
Yep.
You're in a cult. Call your dad.
What if your dad is in the cult?
Then you got more problems. Yeah. Let's. You know, I'm gonna take a new gift from another playbook, and I'm gonna get my epic armor. Now that I can see how important that is. All right, and I'm going to try to use the force to force push them away. Like, if they're able to do this because of their proximity to the body, then I want to get them as far away from the body as possible.
Okay.
Wait, can I get?
It's...
No, I can't really do anything to the body. Yeah, I'm
you
just.
also remember that force plus that you will be at a disadvantage on this because the force they kind of weirdly negate the force.
Right.
Because they have no connection to it at all.
You know what I'm gonna do instead? I think I might have a better chance with the body that can't really resist at the moment. I'm gonna try to replicate the force bubble that Kieran made around the holocron
Mm-hmm.
to try to separate her connection to the cultists.
Okay.
He
Yeah.
learned something from the student.
That's how you know you're a real master.
It's my,
So I'm
my
guessing this is
favorite
gonna be a weird
trope.
roll.
Yeah, this is a weird roll.
That's a fucking 10. The dice. That's a 4 and a 6.
I discovered a maneuver.
With my plus 1 weird, that's an 11.
More of a gesture.
Oh yeah, you were able to focus all of your energy onto this and create a force bubble around the body, and the body suddenly goes limp again and lets go of Kieran. And Kira, the head, the eyes were open,
Ooh.
but
Kira was just sobbing as she carried this thing away.
it now seems. Before you weren't sure how dead it seemed. You just knew you had to get it away from the body. Now it seems. It doesn't seem like it has much life in it. Now.
That's cool. I'm gonna stick a grenade in its mouth. Like, no offense to anyone. I apologize to everyone. But like, I like to think I'm far enough away from my friends and family that any collateral damage would just flow back on me, but it has to go.
Okay. Are you using a move to do this?
I'm Kieran Wren, and I approve this message.
I mean, I'm really not sure what move would be applicable to
Well, I just wasn't
take this and punt it.
Okay, I just wasn't sure if you were gonna like cataclysm it or if you were just gonna smite it.
I feel weird cataclysming a severed head, to be honest. I feel like that's a little I mean, there's overkill that that Kira would normally do. And then there's cataclysming a severed head.
I mean, valid. I wasn't expecting you to dismember her, so smite. You have advantage. Just smite her just to see how well this actually works out. Like, you're able to do it. I just want to make sure. I just want to know what the collateral damage on this is.
It works really, really, really well.
What'd you get?
Because with advantage, I rolled an 11. Plus 2
Yeah.
is 13.
you shove a grenade in her mouth, you punt it away, and it goes over the city. It goes up and poof. And with the colorfulness of your explosives, because you're not a descendant of Sabine Wren, if your explosives are drab, what are you doing?
I mean, no.
And it's almost like shadowy void. There's no. It's not how a head should blow up, but
Should?
it's like it is almost like a black hole for like a split second. Kind of goes whoom, and then it starts to kind of just dissipate in shadows with your explosive. Almost like this person was a void or a black hole on their own. Like it's in the name, children of the void.
I don't
That
get it.
doesn't sound right.
Nope.
And after that, like, horrifying display,
It doesn't seem like it's coming back. Like nothing starts to come back together. It just kind of goes.
oh god, I'm going back to Kieran. He's real hurt.
And Shia, roll me another weird to see how well you're holding up concentration on this.
Yep.
Trash, what are you doing? Body seems like it's not moving.
Body seems like it's not moving.
Head is gone.
I now have 2 lightsabers, though.
You do.
You're borrowing one lightsaber.
I now have 2 lightsabers, though.
You do, and you are at a 5 on your dark side point tracker. Which means you have gathered a total of 9 dark side points over this campaign.
That sounds like a lot.
25 is how many you need for me to take your character from you, so you haven't gotten there.
That sounds like a lot.
It is.
Are there any what happened to the remaining cultists?
They all disappeared. There are some still there are stragglers. So there's still some in the temple, and it seems like that's being taken care of by the Jedi. A lot of the Jedi have freed themselves and are taking back the temple. So a lot of the 10 cultists disappeared trying to save their leader.
Mm-hmm.
And now it seems like they can't get to their leader, and they're kind of panicking, and temple guardians are arresting them and taking them away.
Okay, cool.
You've won.
All right,
but now you have felt unlimited power.
Unlimited power.
I want to make it very clear there is a lot tempting you at this moment.
Yes, well, I'm going to drop the lightsabers and back away from the act of violence I have done. Okay. And just kind of try to chill for a second.
Roll me a weird. You do see that her other lightsaber is now free too.
Mm-hmm. I hope this is a good thing because it's a 5. I hope that was what you were hoping for.
No. You are trying to calm down. You're breathing. You're doing some meditation. You're doing some things you've learned to do.
Yep.
The anger, the raw energy, the raw power is just bubbling inside of you. And you look at your hands and they're almost turning a grayish green. Like you can see the effects. But it feels good. It's powerful. It's strong. It's stronger than you've ever been before. And it's sitting there, and you are like almost hyper aware of everything around you. You can tell like kind of where everything is. You can feel the bubble that Shio is creating around Kieran. You can see the lifeless body. You've dropped the sabers, but now there are 2 free sabers you could take. She destroyed your crystal. She destroyed your gun.
That is fair.
It's only fair that you take those. But also, there's all these Jedi they're getting free. But they've always looked down on you. They've never treated you well. They were mean to you. They were constantly, you dropped out because you never felt supported by them.
I mean, you make a convincing argument. All of that is very true.
Just, I will give you a moment to think about that. But you feel just every anger, everything that's ever made you pissed off about the Jedi, everything you've ever hated about them, the reason you kind of left the Order, like all of it is just there and eating at you.
I'm just gonna keep backing away. Just gonna
Is this
gonna
a good time for me to come back? Because I have a thing I would love to.
Okay. You on your way back. I'm gonna give Kieran a second to do something, and then we'll get to Kira.
Oh, I was just gonna ask what the situation with my flamethrower is. Are all those people gone?
Yeah, those people disappeared. They're
okay,
gone.
that was my main. As she's coming back, I'm like, am I still blasting people with flamethrower, or are we all sort of like gathering our wits? So that's all.
Yeah, you have been. There's no one there. The body seems to have gone lifeless. Roll me a weird, actually.
Me, okay. 7.
For a split second, you almost can sense a force bubble around you. Like you can almost connect with it, feel it.
It's probably a sense memory.
Maybe.
Okay. Well, anyway, I just wanted to get that setting idea for Pooja coming back. So take it away.
So, Kira?
I want to, as I come back and I see that Kieran is like up, beat up, but doesn't seem to be. And I'm going to go to Trash and just say, like, tears streaming down my face, you saved him. You saved his life. And we couldn't have done it without you. And thank you so, so much. And I'm going to try to go in for the hug.
Oh no, that is not happening.
You don't have, like, the hug does not necessarily, like, it's an abortive attempt.
I am
like to think I can read body language just a little bit. But like,
is it like one of those, like,
it's kind of like it's more like a like she takes like lands and takes like a half step forward.
Okay.
And is just like the amount of like gratitude and love pouring out of her right now.
Yep, definitely gonna give you you should stay away from me right now. I am not cool.
Trash, however not cool you're feeling, I get it. Please just don't leave.
Yeah, I think that I should.
I know that must be high on your list right now, but please just stay with us and we'll work this out.
That's a sway someone right there.
Like, let us help you as much as you helped us.
But I want to give them the old fly, there are no fly politicians speech because we're monsters. So
once again, I should not be the one rolling sway someone. I rolled this many.
I roll with a 0, so
I mean,
like,
I got a 2.
I will give you advantage. You can roll one more dice because Kira's helping you.
Okay. That's up to a 5.
All right. Yeah, this is not swaying. Your
Yeah, no, I just gotta. It's not. I'm not running away from you. I just gotta not be here because
It's making it worse.
bad things are gonna happen. So I'm just gonna walk away
What? But just
for now. Just yeah.
And I'm gonna like, as you start to walk, like I'm gonna back away, but say like, no one's gonna make you stay where you don't want to be, and do what you have to do. But we're here for you.
I totally
and if there
get
is
that.
anything we can do,
Yeah,
Trash is standing in front of the ship, right?
The ship is parked. Yeah, I
the ship
get.
is parked away, but I'm not even walking towards the ship. This
No.
is not me like
Okay.
this is like I am like. Is there like a desert that I can go and hang out in for like a while?
The temple is on the outskirts of the main city, but it has like there is definitely desert expanse you can run into.
Yeah, I am just like, this is not that I don't want to be here. It's that I really shouldn't right now.
Okay,
I'll come
well-
back when I'm cool, but I am not cool.
Okay, but I'm going with you.
Okay. I
Trash.
don't know if that's a good idea.
That's
Yeah,
not your problem. That's mine.
Yeah, because of the sway someone with the 5, that almost makes you angrier. He doesn't trust you. He doesn't think you can go handle this on your own. He wants to watch you. He wants to babysit you.
Ooh, hold on. Where is this? What exactly is this thing? Hold on. Okay, I am gonna try to use the voice
Okay.
back at everyone here and just be like, leave me alone. So I'm rolling my weird. Ooh, that is a 7 on the dice plus 2 for a 9.
Okay. So everybody here, he is. What do you say? Trey?
I'm just like, just let me go.
Kieran, he'll be fine. We have to. He's strong enough to fight this.
Yeah.
Also, how did you do on your concentration rolls, Shio?
Oh, I actually rolled another 10.
Okay, yeah. You've been keeping this up just fine.
Yeah. Let him go. He'll come back.
Okay.
And I kind of look Trash in the eyes, like making that contact, like he'll come back.
Yep.
For the record, it wasn't because I thought you could do it. I just wanted to keep you company.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool. It's just there's a lot happening in here right now that I just gotta chill with. Being around people is not gonna be good for them. Trust me.
You can feel every Jedi around you right now. Like
Yep.
everyone's so hyper aware.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Just gonna turn and walk away because that is too tempting with all the Jedi and their swords and all the kyber crystals and all that force goodness right there.
Okay. What is everybody doing then? You're out of combat. The Jedi have pretty much taken the temple back from the cultist. The cult leader is she seems dead. There's so much you never learned. You never asked her any questions. You never learned anything. But
I mean, you know, there wasn't a lot of time with the asking of the
Yeah,
questions.
there's a
but
lot
with
of
the
conversation pieces.
Yeah, we didn't have that.
Force
Wasn't really an
sucking.
option. She could have monologued. She had plenty of time to monologue, and she didn't. So
Like,
it's not on us.
All right, so
she's a efficient cult leader.
all the cultists are gone, right?
They're not all gone, but like they're being arrested and
Yeah.
they're being taken care of.
We should be able to question some of the stragglers, at least.
Yeah, you can try to get something out of them.
But I need to go in a back to tank.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
Solana is going to come out to you and see the headless body on the ground and kind of look up at everybody and kind of like you kind of feel her, she's kind of like moving her head like, and then she can feel the dark side on Trash and was kind of just like kind of nods. She doesn't do anything, she doesn't say anything, she's
I'm good. Don't worry about me.
yeah, she feels that you're walking away, and she feels the internal strife, and she's kind of like,
Just gonna walk it off.
Yeah.
Just gotta walk it off, you guys.
you get a vibe from her that's like, you do what you need to do. And she looks at Kieran.
Oh,
She's like, Kieran, I can see you again.
That's so I'm not a blank anymore. That's good. I mean, all living things should exist in the Force, so that's I'm glad that there's that at least. They must have been blocking me somehow.
Well, I did not expect you to handle it this way, but it seems to have worked out for the best. I would like you all to come inside. We'll have, and she like motions for temple guardians to come over and collect the body.
I explained to them the force barrier I put around the body and instruct that this force barrier should be maintained until we know more.
They take over, they nod and take over maintaining it around her and walk away.
She was gonna pass out.
Solana's just kind of calls for some medical Jedi to come and collect you
Yeah.
and Kieran, and kind of goes like, I think it's best if we all went inside, don't you? And kind of motions. That's mostly to Kira. She's the only one who has like a willing choice in this matter. Everyone else has to go to the med bay.
Is Trash
I'm
gone
gonna
at
go
this
with.
point?
He's walking away.
Okay.
And Solana can feel that he does. Solana's not going to try to convince him that he needs to stay. She feels what's going on and is like, yeah, no, not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
Nope.
Gonna let you do your thing. And she senses that you are trying to do the right thing. So it's not like, oh, I'm just gonna let that dark side. It's like, you calm down.
Just for fun, I mean, Kieran's not gonna pass out because he's not a wimp like Shiomark, but
Hey.
no, I mean, I have 6 harm. I'm in bad shape, but as Trash is sort of walking away, and Kieran's gonna fire one of those little like little tracker dealios, ideally onto like Trash's arm or something where he could see it and like turn it off if he wants to, but like in a like, if you want to get in touch, here's, you turn that on if you want to, and just a little thing that goes and like attaches to his sleeve.
But it's not active unless Trash wants it to be.
Right.
Okay.
Cool. Just gotta go. Yeah, just gotta go let this pass. It's gonna pass. It's gonna pass. It's gonna be fine.
Okay, do a walk about it. All right. Everybody's inside. Everybody's going inside the temple now, except for Trash.
Yep.
All right. Solana's going to take everyone to the med bay, and as you're walking into the temple and seeing it, it's messed up. There are things that are broken, and a lot of precious art and artifacts have been kind of trashed and destroyed. There are Jedi helping other Jedi and trying to some Padawans trying to get their masters back on their feet. You see that the body is being taken to the dark side artifact area. Because that's...
I mean, I guess technically it is a dark side artifact at this point.
Yeah. Did anyone explain to her... Do any of you want to explain to her the cultist disappearing from the body? You explained the force field.
Yeah, I mean, I assume we would give just like a brief rundown of literally what happened.
Okay.
Yeah, and she was she was there for that, right?
No, I sent her off to help people.
Yeah, she ran off inside the temple to help other Padawans and stuff.
Yeah, but I don't think Kieran would know how to interpret events, really. I think he would just list of like, here is everything as I saw it. Because he wasn't sensing it at all in the Force. It was just his experience.
Yeah, so she kind of nods and is like, we will keep the body away from everything. It shouldn't. What? Then she kind of looks around. She's like, what? Where is the head?
I don't know. It was gone when we got here.
Cut off her head.
Okay, it was...
Trash cut it off, and
It's
Kira
gone to the
destroyed
void.
it.
It's gone to the void. Or something. It kind of became a black hole.
I've
But
never...
not the kind that sucks into everything that is around it. Like, not that kind of black hole, but kind of like a...
Do you mean it
blurry
imploded?
black hole?
That is concerning. No wonder Trash was having such a hard time. Taking someone's life is never easy on the conscience. I'm glad you told me. Thank you.
I mean, I'd rather like Trash take her life than her take Kieran's.
I'm
not gonna feel bad about blowing up the head.
Solana's like, you can almost feel surprised. She's like, I personally don't handle things this way, but I'm not saying you handled it wrong. I'm just saying I can understand why Trash is struggling right now. It's not an easy thing to do. But obviously, you have stopped the threat on the temple, and that is enough for now. But we would like to figure out why the head burst into what you describe as a void. So we will study the body and figure out what exactly she was doing. She's like, looks at Shio, looks at Kira, and is like, you two can't. And she kind of turns to Kira and she's like, would you like to question any of the children, as they call themselves?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, then I will entrust you to get information out of them about what was going on. And I am going to tend to the Padawans and masters here who need my assistance. They are keeping them in the holding area. So they're really just rooms that aren't being used. We don't have a prison. But you know where that is. You do. You've been there before. Because they basically just use the same wing as a holding area. And they're like nice bedrooms. It's ridiculous.
It is basically the same place I used to stay when I would come to visit Karen.
Yeah, because they're not set up. They're like, we haven't had to have a prison ever before. Like,
It's
what?
like a youth hostel, sans the whimsy.
They're a little confused by needing to use this. And Solana's gonna look at Trash or Kieran and Shiav's. You two should go to the med bay and rest, I think.
Shio's out. Like,
Yep. Thank you, Master Solana. I'll make sure Master Shio gets there, and we'll check in when we're feeling better.
Do you want me to come with?
I think we'll be okay for now. I would love to know what you could learn from any of those people that were taken.
You want me to patch you in on comms? I mean, you
I
can
think
at least
I'm
listen in.
gonna be submerged, and I would like to maybe pass out soon.
Oh, that makes perfect sense.
So
I would like to sleep.
yeah.
Mood.
I'll fill you in. I'll fill you in when you wake up.
Okay, cool. You may want to record your conversations in case they also poof into dust.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If they can.
I have had my limit of poofiness today.
Mm.
All right. There are lots of children who have been who've been quarantined in this area, but they kind of point you in the direction of a couple who seemed like they had rank during all this. People who have like slightly different symbols on their cloaks, and people who seem to be calling shots. So they basically are like, yeah, we have a lot of random ones, but these two seemed like they knew more. If you want to question those specifically.
I'll start with them. And then see maybe if I can find anybody else who's like more like the Umbaran that we had to track down before, who like might be more willing to break ranks now.
Yeah.
But I can start with the leaders and work my way through.
Okay.
Got time.
I mean, they're not super forthcoming right now, but what do you roll me a sway someone and I will give you so many questions. Or pierce the veil, actually. Roll me a pierce the veil. And
So
I will-
how can I use this as like I want to track down their, because what I'm gonna go for is I want to track down their base and if they have another leader.
Okay.
Will be the main gist, mainly because I want to be able to use Clever Girl.
I mean, yeah, you can use that.
Otherwise, I am 100% the worst person in this party to try to question anyone without the use of force.
No, you can use that move.
Thank you. Okay. So I get to use. Yes, that's so much better. And a 4 and a 5 plus 1 makes it a 9. Or no, a 4 and a 5 plus 1 makes it a 10.
10 is the name of the game today.
I can do math. I swear.
All right. So how does Clever Girl work here?
Okay, in the case of Clever Girl, I get to use metal instead of judgment to pierce the veil.
Okay. So yeah, pick your.
And I add 1 extra question on a hit.
Great. Then ask what you want to ask, and I will answer.
And so I'll get 4 questions.
I'll answer 1 at a time.
And where did the children of the void come from?
They kind of look at each other and then look at you. Darth our great leader founded it. She brought us the great wisdom and the great knowledge, and we followed her because she was right.
How were you made into the void? Like, how did you give up your force energy to her?
Well, she said that if she was going to take the force from everyone and then we would all be equal. And so she showed us a device using the kyber crystals, and she was powerful. She could just sap it away, and it made us all equal. It made us all one. None of us were better or stronger than the others.
Except for her, of course.
But she is a god.
No, she's dead.
She can't be dead. She should not be able to die. And they kind of like look at each other and they start kind of praying for a second, but nothing. Like they start doing the same kind of prayer and chant you were seeing other ones do, and nothing happens. And they look very concerned.
Was the device that we destroyed the only one, or are there more?
Well, we could make more.
No.
But you are saying our leader, our great and powerful leader, is dead. And we cannot give ourselves to her. We cannot give her our energy to help her. How did you kill her? And they kind of come at you for a second, and the temple guardians restrain them.
No one.
You mean the
person
Temple
should
Guardian
ever-
protects them from Kira?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just they hold them back. They pull them back. Like, eh. They give Kira a look of like, we're not fighting in here.
Okay. So I know that the Sith Lord. You know what? Not. What was her name?
I will give this to you as not one of the Pierce the Veil questions. Darth Inanis. In true Star Wars fashion, I named her something way too obvious if you look up what that is in Latin.
What?
She called herself Darth Inanis. She was our goddess. She was our leader.
Are there any more of you out there that didn't come to the temple? Where are they?
So, many of us are still at the base on Moraband, but we are everywhere. We are plenty. We are spreading the good word of our leader, of Ananis, of equality.
You made yourselves nothing. You are equal in nothing.
Exactly.
And
no one is better than anyone else.
now that Ananis is dead, maybe that's true. And I am not going to try to convince deranged cultists that I am going to find the rest of you and stop you from hurting anyone else. Trust me on that. Not a single one of you will escape in the end. And no Anonymous will come and save you.
They look horrified.
Good. Going now.
Okay. So yeah, those are the questions from those guys. You could try. There's a lot. There's like 15 people in here. It's not a small number. You could try to see if you could see someone who seems like willing to break rank and just talk. Which I'll just say roll a judgment on.
Yeah, I think like I would like to kind of not so I could question them more about the like organization or whatever, but someone that wants to get out, who would appreciate being separated from the rest of the children of the void and not being forced to sacrifice their own selves for a false god. Like just to see if there's anyone who needs a helping hand.
Yeah, just roll me a judgment, and I'll see if you can see anyone who is in that.
I love you, Dice, and how you want to help people today.
Until grievous harm is rolled, and then
Right?
I mean, my dice didn't have to worry about grievous harm. I rolled a 6 and a 5 on that one. They really want to help the peoples.
all right,
Even
yeah.
with my -1, it's a 10.
You notice there's a small group kind of huddled in one, like some of the temple guardians leave one room, and there's like 3 in this room who all seem not terribly okay with the events of today. And the temple guardian kind of looks at you and shrugs, like, kind of sighs. Like they're younger, they seem newer to the group. You have like a 17-year-old and it's like 17 to 19. So it's like literally a 17, 18, 19-year-old. And they all just seem kind of real scared. And the guardian looks at you and is like, they didn't even fight. They just came here. They've been hiding this entire time. Poor kids. And walks off. And so you get a feeling that they are not super happy with the way things have gone.
I just want to talk to them a little bit and tell them, like, no one's going to force you to go back to the others. I don't know if there's any way to restore what was taken from you, but no one's going to make you do anything you don't want to do at this point. Anonymous is gone. The Jedi here can help you. They can hide you if that's what you want, or return you to your families.
She's gone? How is she gone?
Death does that.
You
Last
were
time I
able
checked.
you were able to kill her?
Not me, but my friend.
So we're free.
Mhm.
There's no more children of the void?
I mean, I can't say that they're all rounded up here. We have to go and take care of the rest of them, but you can be safe.
And you can just kind of see they all like suddenly have a very big face of relief. And they kind of are like, well, can we do anything to help? We didn't want to be here. We didn't want to do this. We didn't want to hurt anyone.
But I can see that. Give your statements, help the Jedi figure out what was going on. If you can describe your experiences and tell them what happened and what they were trying to make you do, or anything about the technology that could help free the others and stop
Okay.
them from hurting anybody else?
Yeah, we can do that. We'll tell them. Do you want to know anything? Since you helped kill her, you took her out. You saved us.
I didn't save anybody. But you can save yourselves. And let's. I know about the base on Moraband. Were there any other, like, actual bases that they told you about?
No, it was just Moraband. That was the only one. The rest of us we just traveled a lot, kind of like missionaries.
Do you know how to make the device?
No, that was only shared with the higher ranking members.
Okay. Well, I think that
We
thing is.
also they kind of were like, we also never had to go through that. We're really new.
Oh, I'm very glad to hear that. And just help the Jedi, help each other, be there for each other.
Okay, we can do that. And they kind of give you a hug.
Okay. At that point, I'm just going to go back to the med bay and wait for Kieran to wake up.
Okay. I think that's where we're going to call it the session. Next session, we'll wrap up some of the personal ties and character stuff. But you defeated the Sith Lord this episode. I was not.
Yeah, we did.
We did it. That was awesome.
Now it's going to go to Moraband and clean house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
That was great. That
So
worked out.
Next
just
week's
fine.
episode will almost be sort of like a epilogue, right?
Yeah, next
Yeah,
week is
okay.
going to be
I'll just
wrap up some personal stories and epilogue stuff.
awesome. I'll note that when I'm posting it, just so people know what to expect.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's the epilogue. It's the everybody got married and had children. No.
Everyone
That's how
who
all-
wanted to get married and had children did, and everyone who didn't want to get married and or have children did not.
Did not.
Everyone got what they wanted.
I was just making fun of YA novels.
I know. Yeah.
Everybody, let's go around and
I want to erase all surprise baby epilogues from existence.
Surprise, baby.
really want to erase the Hunger Games one.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically.
Yeah.
That is the one that made me very upset.
I haven't seen it or read it.
The books are very good.
They are really good. They're good books.
Really? Okay.
They are. They all have, or the first two have really strangely abrupt endings.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, I remember when I read them the first time, I was like, did my file, because I was reading them in ebook, I was like, did my file lose some chapters?
Especially that second book. That second book just stops.
Mhm.
And the first one does too. It's really strange. It's like denouement is not just for English class.
Yeah. I really liked the first one. The second one started to lose me a little bit, and then the third one lost a lot in the
Yeah.
character stuff. But I was also reading it. I was like, this is a cool story about a cool girl. And then the second one was like, romance. And I was like, I am a sucker for romance, but that is not why I'm here for this story. That's
I
not-
will say this. The climax of the third book made me like openly sob.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was not okay for a good like 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It was horrifying. There was a lot. There's a lot going on that was really horrifying.
Yep.
It was. I mean, it's a pretty good story of what it's trying to do. I started to get really annoyed at some of the romance decisions.
Mm-hmm.
That was my main thing. I started being like, okay, just go back to the cool.
I had always hoped a piece of this was handled better in the books. I never read it, but I saw like half of the first movie, and I was annoyed at how blithely they handled the no pun intended, teens committing violence against each other. Whereas, like, what's the Japanese movie about the kids?
Battle
Royale.
Royale.
Yeah, like that movie is portrayed like it's horrific, right? And
Yeah.
I always felt like I got the sense of like this is horrible that this is happening. You know, like Lord of the Flies and that sort of thing is, you know, and sorry. And I just felt like that was missing, at least in the movie that I saw. I was like, this just feels like an action film, and like that dude ate a guy, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
That is much better in the book.
Yeah.
You are in Katniss's head,
Mhm.
so you get a lot of the this
Yeah,
is not
it's a
okay.
Which
lot
is
more
part of why the
horrible.
movie didn't work, was because a lot of the book is all her interpreting what's going on.
Okay.
And so when you have a character who doesn't say a lot, but is thinking about things and interpreting things, it's hard to translate that onto film when you're not in their head.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there is like, I mean, major themes of all three books is like trauma and how people deal with that trauma differently
Mhm.
and coming back from it and that kind of stuff. Like all very much like none of this is ever okay. And it's very much called out as not okay in the
Mhm.
books.
That was one thing with the movie that disappointed. I thought the Catching Fire movie was pretty good.
Yeah.
But there was a couple very disappointing things in terms of how they handle the Capitol, and because none of it is glorified at all. There's never a moment where you're like, I want to do what she's doing, and I feel like in the movie they make it look a little bit cooler. And I was like, this is horrible. Kids are killing each
They
other.
shined it up a bit too much. It should be grittier. It should be.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
To work as a movie, it probably should have fallen into an R rating and or more adult film
Mm-hmm.
in terms of just themes and what they needed to do, because it's really violent in the books.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
Mhm.
sense.
It's graphic. But yeah, this is the Hunger Games review portion of our
Yeah, thank you for joining us today for our
Hey,
Hunger
don't
Games
get-
talk
podcast?
back.
Don't get five nerds in a room together to talk about things. We will go on for hours.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I feel like it's a bonus. Like people should
Yeah.
definitely check out all five of us, like talking about all kinds of things because
Oh, I agree.
we're great.
But it should be a separate show. The sponsor.
I'm just saying, like, I mean, after next week, you have a space available.
All right. Speaking of, we should probably go around and make our goodbyes.
Yes. Let's go around and find out who these wonderful people who have been and where you can find them, all the good stuff. Starting with Joey.
Hey guys, I'm Joey. You can find me on all the socials at Joey Nestrux. It's my name. Currently, this is the only thing I'm streaming. I'm playing a lot of home games right now, which has been a lot of fun, but looking to get back on streaming soon. So keep your eye on my socials for updates about that. Or if you want to see political stuff and just different remixes of the new bop that hit the summer, Agatha All Along. It's everything that my life has been for the last week or so, and it's going to stay that way for probably the next year or so. So welcome to my head.
All right, Pooja.
Hello, I am Pooja, and you can find me on Twitter at LADesigirl. That's LADESI girl. And if you want to hear more of me role-playing in different systems, you can catch me on 12-Sided Stories. That's a podcast, highly produced games, and also once my other games come back from hiatus, Happy Jacks RPG, which actually our Call of Cthulhu game should be coming back sometime in mid-March.
Yay. Jay.
Yo, hey y'all, Jay here. You can find me on the socials at Jay Holtham. You can also find me on 12-Sided Stories, often playing with Pooja. And you can find me on Happy Jacks, just starting a new campaign there. We had our session 0 last Monday, so every other Monday, find me doing some Traveler and some Space Cowboy action.
Nice.
I need to catch that session 0.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
and
that.
see if you all survived.
We
unscarred.
did. It was a little touch and
Everyone
go, but
survived
we
character
did.
creation.
We did.
Okay.
Traveler, man.
Yeah,
Traveler.
traveler will get ya.
I only played it once, and it was so much fun because of how ridiculously not good at things we were.
Yeah.
Like, I was good at a couple things, but I was also like, I think I was missing an eye from character creation. Like, weird things happened. It was very, very fun, though. I was a cool eye patch wearing lesbian.
Nice.
It was perfect.
Huh. Shocking. What a twist.
I know. It was so surprising. Jason, what about you?
Oh, well, I'm pretty much just on this channel right now. I've been on some Happy Jack stuff. You can find me over there in a few different streams. But right now it's just here. So Saturday mornings. If you're watching this later, we do this on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. We have one more episode to go, as you probably figured out from watching this episode. And then we'll find something new for this space. On Sunday evenings, I have my Developer's Diary, which is a twisted together cross stream with Minerva Fox's channel, blue_troller. And we like, she does an art hour, and then we chit chat, and then I do a design hour of my progress on the book. And so that's on Demigods is the game I'm working on. On Wednesdays, We Wear Death. I play various video games which have a very hard difficulty setting and an Iron Man or permadeath type setting where you only get one try and no takebacks, and if you die, you're dead. So that's fun for me for some reason. I don't know why I like that, but here we are. And on Fridays, we have the opposite of that, an extremely chill two-player No Man's Sky setup with Sam DeLev. And it is really, No Man's Sky is just space Pokemon now, and that's all I wanted. So that's great. You can go around and collect pets and teach them tricks and breed them, and it's just fantastic. It's everything I wanted. So you can tune in on Fridays for that, or check out the video game ones. Wednesday and Friday don't really go to the VODs, but if you're looking for Dev Diary and Saturday morning cartoons, you can go to YouTube and look for Probably Okay Games and find playlists there as well. So that's it for me.
Woo! Yeah, please go check out the VODs for this, because there have been some really great role playing and episodes. It's been awesome. I've been so happy to. This is my first long-term GM streamed game, and I am very, very thankful for all of my players here, because otherwise,
crushed
I think
it.
I would.
Yeah,
Yep.
it was freaking
Absolutely.
amazing.
I am very, very, very lucky with my table. Y'all have done some great things, so please watch it. Go watch all the emotions and have all the feels. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Those are all the socials. At Blythe Calla 93. That's BLYTHEKALA 93. I tend to post a lot of my updates of what I'm doing on Twitter. I'm very, very active, so go there, have fun. I try to be pretty engaging with my audience. You can find me on Mondays playing Stone Top, run by Emily Vanderwerf on Happy Jack RPGs. That is every other Monday at 7:30 p.m. Why did I just forget when Happy Jack shows are? Oh no. It's at night on Mondays. Look for the tweets. I'll tweet when I go live. It's very wholesome and very cute, and I play a goth eccentric magic user who really wants to date a fairy king and
Oh.
probably can't.
Well, who doesn't?
Yeah.
No, you should get everything you want. No
I'm,
consequences.
Just sign
I'm
this
gonna
paper
be-
and you can get everything you want.
yeah, I'm going to be the voice of reason here. You should probably not do that.
She has options. There's a fairy king who's interested, and there's a cute little nerd boy in town who's interested.
Maybe they're the same person.
Crap,
Ooh.
Emily might have done that. I don't know. Oh no, what if they are? That would be complicated. Okay. Yeah, watch it. Find out if they're secretly the same person. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for being here with us on a Saturday morning, getting your Star Wars fill. I hope
Yep.
everybody has a lovely rest of their day.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
we'll go to our end screen here in a second. I found our friends at Transplanar RPG are about to go live in a few minutes, so head on over there, say hi from us. We all have to get going because we've been on the internet for 3 hours, so we
Long time.
have to get on. But thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining the channel and having fun with us, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.